everybody. Good evening, good Saturday. Welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen. Who's here?
Turtle King and John.
Hi, Turtle King. Hi, John. Welcome, gentlemen. Happy Saturday night to you both. Hello to my brother Doug and his wife Shar. Good evening to you both. So, it is Mexican pizza night.
Natalie Nicole.
Hi, Natalie. Good evening. It is your request night. So, yep, you're up. Mexican pizza tonight, but it may not be exactly what you expect. But then again, I don't know if you have any specific expectations. So, I guess I shouldn't say that. Hope everybody's having a good
Janice
week.
is here. Eli's here.
Hi, Janice. Good evening. Hi, Eli. Folks, rolling in. Seeing OG tonight. I appreciate that a whole bunch. I'm looking forward to this one. I really am. This is, it reminds me of back in the day. So, and I'll explain when I get going here. I'm going to give another minute, let people come on in. Like I said, I hope everybody has had a good week. It was a good week here. Polly is, just 8 days away from having her puppies. And we got some more needed things to help with that process, like a whole bunch more towels and things like that people were willing to donate. So that's fun, and we got the little her whelping room area set back up for her. So we're excited. She's getting really big, and I'm sure she'll be happy to have her pups.
Eli said, on behalf of the viewer on this channel, thank you, Brother Doug, for the OG's gifts.
Huh?
Steve Russell's in the room.
Hi, Steve. Good evening. How are you? I'm just kind of, hanging out for a minute before we get started on anything. So
Steve's excited for the dip episode next week.
awesome. And that is on the docket. That's for sure coming up. And Mrs. Old Guy and I have been trying to think of a way to make that dip pretty much the way it is and make it into a main dish. So it may have a very slight twist to the recipe. So, but we're definitely going to use the one as instructed. So just add maybe something to it to see. And coming up here in a little while, I'll definitely tell you what's coming up the week after. So y'all, like I said, we'll keep you ahead 2 weeks.
Sergeant Dunn's here.
Sergeant Dunn, sir. Hey, man. Thank you very much for, coming in and seeing OG in his kitchen. And I have yet to actually get a hold of you. I saw that it would be a while before you make any more jerky, I think is what you had said. So, but I'm going to give you a little email, and because I really would like to try some of your products. So you'll see if you have anything left or just whatever. But thanks for coming in. I'm glad. We're making Mexican pizza tonight as requested or suggested by Natalie, and that's what this Saturday nights are all about for Mrs. Old Guy and I. We eat what it is that our viewers suggest, and so we got a list, and pretty much what we do, or what I do, is I kind of close my eyes and I put my finger on the paper, and where it lands is where it lands, and that's what we do. And so, like a week or so ago, we drew Natalie's request for Mexican pizza, and tonight I think Well, it does really remind me of when I had my pizzeria years back. Uh, we had a southwestern pizza that we used, and it had, not necessarily used, but it had chilies and onions and fajita chicken and jalapenos, cheddar cheese, some other cheeses, and it was a pretty popular pizza. So I'm kind of going to relive that to an extent. I'm going to change the fajita chicken to chorizo, and I got this. I don't know if you can see that. It's more like a pork sausage. You know what I mean? Like we would eat. I've seen some chorizos that are very different. They're I don't know how to explain, very liquidy and whatnot. So I'm going to use like this kind of chorizo. And it's pretty spicy. It's nothing, it's not going to send me screaming away or anything, but it's got a little spice to it. I've got some mild green chilies that I roasted up, and Mrs. Old Guy peeled them, and we got. I'm going to dice these up, add just a little bit of salt to them. Got some tomato to go on there, a little red onion, and that'll go into the oven. And then when it comes up, and some jalapenos. And I'll get to why I'm going to use the jar in a little while. I've got some jalapeno. I've got some green onions and a little cilantro to garnish the top when it comes out, as well as going to have some lime wedges for that. A little squirt of lime on the top of the slice. All right. So that's, kind of what the plan is, I suppose.
Okay, I'm going to catch up here real quick. Sean in the pack's here and Lisa's here.
Hi, Sean. Welcome, man. I'm glad you're here, brother. And Lisa, and then that's Tim's mom.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm glad you're here, Lisa, because week after next, your meatloaf is going to be up. So next week, we're doing Steve Russell's, right, Steve's?
Yep.
Suggestion to do the Frank's Buffalo Wing Dip,
chicken dip.
or Buffalo Chicken Dip, right? So we're gonna do that, and then the following week you're up to, and I'll make a meatloaf dinner. So there you have that. So I'm glad you're here, so I can tell you.
Wild Man's here with Lisa.
Hey, Wild Man. Ow! Glad you're here, man. And I don't know, I'm sure Tim told you that I put, and just so you folks know, previously Wild Man had Tim email Old Guy some recipes. And I've done one of them. It was the pizza burger that had the strangest ingredients I've ever seen for a pizza. But we did that one, and I decided that in fairness I should go ahead and he suggested, now what was it, the meat on a stick thing.
Yes. I don't.
But I thought in fairness I should go ahead and throw in one of the other ones that he had sent to me before. So it's the Hawaiian chicken.
City chicken.
What? City chicken, right, was the one that he suggested last week. And we also added the Hawaiian something or other. Mrs. Old Guy's looking. But so that's been added into the mix, and when my finger hits it, that's when we'll do it. So it's just a matter of luck. Okay, so I'm going to turn the oven on.
Hawaiian sausage casserole.
Hawaiian sausage casserole. That's what it is. I want this oven pretty hot, so I'm going to set it for 475 and let that rock. I'm not in a super big hurry tonight. It's not going to take long to put this together, so.
Sergeant Dunn said that it's buy one, get one half off March 11th through the 13th.
Awesome. Well, thank you. If you want, you're welcome to go ahead and drop your link in chat. and people can check it out.
He
if
said
they
the
want.
code is lucky.
Code is lucky. Okay, super. In fact, yeah, please go ahead and just add your link to the chat, and then here later I will definitely get on that because I've been wanting to try it. Try some of your jerkies I've seen, like Late for Work, and I think Funky Foods with Dave, and Chris Miller at Family Miller Time Family and Gardening, or out. I always get that name screwed up, but so I've seen lots of people try your jerky. I definitely want to be one of them. Want to be part of the crowd.
Speak out, Cindy's here, but Sean says, "Hey Tom, how come I can't see the video? Like I hear is you talking and just see your logo."
Wow, Sean, that's good. Is it the same way for everybody? Can you see me? Or is it just Sean, or?
He says it's actually him this time and not a stupid troll. He says he can't see the video at all.
That's good. Well, let me see if other folks can see the video. Imagine if my brother wouldn't have been able to see it, he would have called.
Yeah, I don't know. He keeps saying the same thing though. That
We'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute.
Sweet Doll sees you. It's fine on. Natalie's in. Turtle King can see you.
Okay, so Sean, I don't know, buddy. Maybe try just restarting. If you're looking on your phone, maybe just try restarting your phone and see if that helps, or shut down the YouTube app completely, and then I don't know how you're watching. Maybe that's the way to do it.
I'm gonna catch up here real quick.
Sure.
John says Mexican pizza sounds good, Tom. Eli says I always get hungry watching, but tonight I timed it right, so I'll be eating along.
Awesome.
Natalie says looks good. They're saying hi to Chum.
So you guys know what we're having. What are you folks having for dinner?
Steve's eating that dip right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. That's nice. I'm gonna guess I'll get some meat going. I'm just gonna cook half this pound of sausage. At least for this. I'll cook the other half tomorrow morning and make some breakfast burritos. Yum.
Wild Man said thanks and see ya. See ya, okay.
Bam. All right. I'll set that right there. Let me wash up my fingers.
Natalie had tacos for dinner.
Tacos. I like tacos. Regular, like ground beef tacos.
Turtle King had Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Yum. Like chicken strips or sandwich, or I heard they got a new spicy like barbecue bacon chicken sandwich.
Sean said it worked. All he had to do was leave and come back.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you made it here, son. And in fact, thank you for coming to see me tonight. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. So, I'm gonna get this treat
Eli
going.
says that he's having spicy buffalo chicken curly fries.
That sounds great.
Sean said, but Tom, just know if anything ever comes in like that again, saying nasty things in my name, get a hold of me instantly, okay? I will come in here right. I will come right in here.
Sure. You know, Sean, I pretty much think that's going to be just an isolated case. You know, I'm not that big of a channel for anybody to really bother with. So, you know, I'm not really worried about it. I appreciate that, and definitely, if anybody, you know, that's why I got a hold of you before or after the last one, because it certainly didn't sound like you. So yeah, don't worry about it, man. I got your back.
Natalie said yes, ground beef tacos.
Nice.
Cindy had liver and onions.
Liver and onions. That's something I really haven't had for a long time, and I've got to tell you, some of you folks may or may not know who Val is over at Trippy Foods. But I've been watching Val now for like about 3 years, and he may not remember, but there was an episode on his live stream when he said something about he would like to see what a parody of his show would be like for some, and I don't know exactly what brought the comment on, but that kind of stuck with me. And in 2020, when all the craziness was going on, Val had made a video that was supposed to be like the 2020 burger or something like that, and it had burnt hamburger bun. And Janice, if you remember that, help me with that. Had like lime jello with raisins in it, and like I think some kind of fish. I don't remember exactly, but it was, not a good sandwich. Well, because 2020 wasn't a good year. Well, so I decided I was going to do my parody of not only his channel, but instead of a 2020 burger or sandwich, I invented the 2020 burrito. And that burrito had Twinkie, liver, whipped cream, sauerkraut, and sardines on the inside, and then the outside was smothered in creamed, just plain canned peas, and then topped with fresh cut up lemon chunks. And yeah, the liver in that mixed with the oils from the sardines, which happened to be soaking in Louisiana hot sauce. Yeah. So it kind of threw me off from liver for, I don't know. We'll see. I'd be interested to see if I could eat it again after that horrid concoction.
Sean said all the stuff on the table was making him hungry. And Janice don't remember what was on it, but it was gross.
Yeah. That's okay, Janice. Yeah, I don't remember either, but yeah, it was a pretty nasty sandwich. And I'm not sure if my burrito topped that or not, but.
And Sean also said, that he hopes that he guesses that these guys have been trolling him for months, and he didn't even know it until the last month. But he says, but he's here and let's get cooking.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So this is just about done. I'm gonna let that. I don't want it to be undercooked. I want to go ahead and make sure it's fully cooked, even though it's going back into the oven. I want to make sure it's well done. So give it another second here in the pan.
Steve said, I will have a dip recipe for you this week. Would you consider adding bacon?
Adding bacon to the current recipe, or to the one that you want us to use.
Add bacon to the one that he's going to send you.
Yeah. Well, Steve, go ahead and send it to me. Yeah, send it to me. Send it to my email, and I'll take a look at it. If it's within reason, sure. I'll do that.
Ari's here. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Ari. Welcome. How are things up north? A friend of mine that lives up near where the city, where Terry and them live.
I don't.
It's like it's like north of Niagara Falls there in Toronto. Kingsford or something. Anyway. Looked like they had weather up there.
Steve said fair. About the recipe.
Okay. airfare. Okay. I'm gonna get this into a bowl.
Sean said, bro, you should make some pizza stuffed shells or buffalo chicken flavored stuffed shells.
Well, see, what happens when you say that? Mrs. Old Guy takes a piece of paper and a pen and she writes it down. And so now that just became an official, like, request / suggestion of something for us to do. So now you're in the pool, dude.
Eli said it was chilly, 90 degrees here the other day.
Oh man, you know, we just got another foot of snow last night and today. Some of it melted off, and now another storm's getting ready to come in. We'll probably get another foot. So.
Already said Kingston? With a question mark?
Yes, Kingston they live somewhere in that vicinity. So I don't know, is that anywhere in your part of the country? Okay, I'm going to cut these chiles. And these are just mild Anaheims. Get these diced up real quick. Oh man. This was a pretty popular pizza, and like I said, what I'm changing up is the meat. Thought about doing the fajita chicken, but the chorizo just sounded better to me. At least this time.
Sean said, sweet. We might be moving to Grand Junction, Tom.
Well, yeah. Sean, that would be awesome, dude.
That's close by.
That is very close by. That's, like just a little over an hour's drive from us, so that would be sweet, dude.
Ari says that I'm 2 hours west of Kingston in Toronto.
Okay, all right. I went to Toronto as a youngster with my folks, checking out Niagara Falls, and then we went into, I guess it was into the city where they had all these like I would call them like touristy attractions, fun houses of sorts. Like the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum and all the crazy stuff that was in there, and it was a very entertaining place, at least for a youngster.
He says those chilies have such great flavor.
Oh, they do. I love. Well, my nephew requested my green chili, so that might be coming up. You never know.
Sean said that would be definitely awesome for live videos. Late for work, sir.
Hey, Jason. Salute, sir. Glad you're here, buddy. Just getting some ingredients cut up for my Mexican / kind of southwestern pizza. Different take on like what Taco Bell does. I thought about doing that. And then it's like, I thought, well, everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people, when they make their Mexican pizzas, they tend to do it like Taco Bell way. And I just thought I'd show folks the way that I did it when I had my pizzeria back years ago. All right. With a little bit of change up between now and then. Alright, so got some onions there ready to go. This is looking great. I'm going to set these over here because they're going on the top after the pizza has been baked. Get this kind of swept up. Oh.
Lisa said, Wild Man said hi to everybody, and late before work says, nice to catch you live, especially on pizza.
Yeah, thank you. You know, there'll be another pizza night coming up again. I don't know exactly when, but because someone requested just a pizza night, so there will be pizza again. There will be again. Set that over here. I'm gonna wipe my table off real quick. Oh, there it is, right there. Good enough. Got several different kinds of cheese I'm going to throw on this thing. I'm going to cut a chunk off of this mozzarella. Got some Colby Jack that's going on there. Some extra sharp cheddar. And a little bit of freshly grated real Parmesan. And I suppose I'm going to go ahead and get that cut up and dealt with here real quick.
Eli says Chubb is the quality control chef. Chief.
Chief? Chumley is? He is. Yep. He walks around table sniffing and makes sure everything's in proper order.
John requests homemade nachos.
Homemade nachos. We had nachos for lunch today. Did we not, Mrs.
We did.
There's a nice hunk of the extra sharp cheddar. A little bit of the Colby Jack. Obviously, you know, you can, if you wanted to do this pizza, you don't want that kind of cheese, don't put it on. That's like feta. Even though I had pizzas at my place that used feta, like the Greek pizza and a couple of others, with the veggie, I never really did develop a taste for feta cheese. I just, but I had it. All right, a little chunk of this hard Parmesan. Ooh. This is going to be good.
Yes, it is.
Set this over here, just out of the way. To save my knuckles, I'm going to drop this into the food processor here. So you're going to have to forgive the loudness for just a second. All right, Dan.
Eli says, have you ever made Cuban sandwiches?
Cubans. No, you know, I have not. I've heard of them, but I've not actually made one. I need to. Definitely need to. All right. Is that a request? You make Cubans? Hey, I don't mind making things for the first time. Nope, nope, nope. That don't scare me none. Alright, set that aside. Can give this cheese a little more of a mix. Oh yeah. Just about there. I suppose I forgot to chop up my jalapenos if I can get the jar open. There it goes.
Did you want those black olives on your side?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Did you want black olives on your side?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to open it for that. Well, you know, now that you mention it, do you know where they are?
Right down in front of the cover.
Some black olives. Mrs. Old Guy is not a fan of olives at all. I, on the other hand, really like olives. Since I'm planning on making some sandwiches that I'm going to put olives on, might as well use some of that here and now. A couple more of these. The reason I chose the jarred jalapenos is I like that the tang that you get from the vinegar is going to go really well with this chorizo. Fresh would have been good, but just a preference on my part, I reckon. And we'll see if that's enough. We'll see if that's enough. Should we look at the star of the show? There's the dough. The dough. It's been rising up real nice. Oh, it smells so good. I am your pizza, Luke. All right.
Natalie Nicole says, I love black olives. I could live off of them.
Indeed. In fact, yes, yes, yes. The old can opener. Oh. Why not? Well, come on. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. All right.
Eli said that his go-to pizza is pepperoni, bacon, jalapenos, and pineapple.
That's pretty much ours too. Yep. We may not always put the ham or Canadian bacon, but always the pepperoni. Come on. This thing don't want to bite the can for some reason. It's almost like I've never used one of these or something.
Turn thing. I guess we need a new one.
I guess. I can't get it to bite. Come on.
There might be another one in there.
Let's see if that got it. There we go. Finally. Yeah, we got it most of the way. Maybe I can pry it open. Come on. There we go. All right. Well, that seemed like it took more effort than it needed to.
Crazy Dad's here.
Jim,
Tybolt's here.
Tybalt, welcome, man. Welcome, guys. Really, I'm just getting ready to put this pizza together. Got the ingredients done.
Tybolt says, hey old guy, hope you're doing well.
I am.
How's Mrs. Old Guy and the dogs? We're doing good.
Indeed. Polly's heavy with puppies.
Eli says he likes the bacon bits opposed to the Canadian bacon.
Yep. I like regular bacon bits as well. I'll put both if I have the option. All right. Let's get this dough on the road here. I would toss it, but the ceiling's way, way too low. And I've got a ceiling fan right there too, so trying to toss the pizza just wouldn't be a great idea. So I'll just stretch it out this way. It's going to be delicious. It's been a while since I made this pizza. I'm just using my regular pizza sauce. Let's see, I did a video a little while back. I think it was a video for my #1 fan, is what it was called. There's a young man in California that likes to watch my videos, and he requested that I do a pizza, so we made pizza. So. Alright.
You know, I said dogs make life better.
They certainly do.
And Ty agrees always.
Okay, we're just about there. Oh, it's going to be good. Not got enough flour on my table, but I don't want to make a big mess, so it's going to take me just a little second longer to stretch this out. Okay. There we go. Got my pan here. Oven's up to temp. I guess it should be. I turned it on long enough ago. Oh, great. Not even, 5 minutes messing with the door. What'd I do? See, that's why you can dress me up. You just can't take me out. Okay. I've oiled my sheet pan here with a little bit of coconut spray. Could have used olive oil, but I wanted more of a neutral flavor. All right. That looks really good. Woohoo! It's pizza building time. Sauce. Sauce. Yeah. Not gonna skimp on the sauce. Like I said a little earlier, I really like this type of chorizo. I've had some kinds that I really didn't like so much, but this kind I really like. Nice little heat to it, and great texture. It's like regular pork sausage.
Eli says, I'll ask you a poll Robert had. If you had to either give up tacos, burgers, pizza, or wings, which would it be?
Wings. As much as I love wings.
Natalie Nicole wants to know what your favorite ice cream is to eat and what toppings do you like.
Boy. Well, every day, I really like chocolate ice cream, but vanilla, is really a close second. I really don't go too crazy with my ice creams. I just usually keep it pretty simple. If I'm having vanilla ice cream, once in a while I might put some like chocolate syrup on it, or maybe a little caramel. That's about it. I don't like go too wild like with the nuts and like the different fruits, like the like pineapple and the other
Or
stuff.
whipped cream.
Whipped cream. Yeah. I don't go too crazy with that. And once if we're going out, I might do something like that.
Crazy Dad says that he misses the Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. They should bring it back as the flamin' hot Mexican
Jeez.
pizza. Everything's flamin' hot. now.
Everything's flaming hot. They should just bring it back. I don't care what they call it.
Yeah, I agree.
I've heard and I've seen different places that they plan on bringing it back. So, maybe that's something we get to look forward to, Tim. Because, yeah, that was one of my favorites. Mrs. Olga, that was one of her favorites. And I also miss the enchiritos, too. That was my particular favorite. So, yeah.
Sean said vanilla ice cream with blueberry wolf's bane on it is yummy.
Oh, you know what, Sean? I think I'm gonna try that. I finally got some chips today, and I'm gonna do a review of your the new sauces that you sent me tomorrow. So we'll see how well I fare with your really hot ones. Whoop.
Eli says it's hard to beat a good quality vanilla ice cream.
It is. I really like one, especially that doesn't skip on the real vanilla bean. Of course, they tend to be a little more expensive. All right, so there's some onions on here. Get these tomatoes. Oh yeah. And get the green chilies on here. Oh yeah. This is gonna be amazing.
Sean said, be careful with those sauces, please, Tom. Those ones are really hot.
I will. I'm gonna have a nice big glass of chocolate milk, ready to go. That's my go-to thing is chocolate milk for like really hot stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not gonna go crazy and eat like a scoop like Jason does, I'm late for work, I'm not gonna do that.
Janice told Tim that the Mexican pizza is scheduled to come back sometime this year.
Yay! I knew I thought I saw this, but when I didn't know. That's great news. Okay. A little extra cheese on the top.
Natalie says that's looking real good, making her hungry.
I hope so. Make sure making me hungry.
Sean said, heck yeah. And
all right, so before I put it in the oven, how about if I bring it over here so you folks can get a little better look.
Janice says that she thinks that you should recreate the enchilada.
The enchilada? I should. I'll have to look a little more into how they did it and exactly. But doesn't that look yummy? Okay. Let's get this into the oven. Oh,
Eli
no.
says he has a feeling that the Mexican pizza will become a seasonal thing like the McRib.
Well, I hope not. Or at least I hope if they do that, it's better than the McRib.
Eli family, 1983. Yum, bro. Love that pizza.
Oh, hey, thank you. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me for a little while. Welcome, welcome.
Sean said Jason's a madman, but we love him. Late for work is great.
Yeah.
Jenna says the pizza looks really good.
All right, there. I almost forgot the black
John,
olives.
John said it looks delicious.
All right.
Lisa says yes, Tim's mom likes big chocolate milk too.
That's the way to do it. All right, I'm going to take just a second. I'm going to kind of get picked up here just a tad. Yep. I'm going to wipe it up here just a little bit and get my last couple of toppings ready to go. Get some stuff moved out of the way. And anything I got left here is all going in them breakfast burritos in the morning. Uh-oh. Now it's not too late.
What you forget.
It's not too late. The jalapenos.
Oh,
Not too late. I saw it and I saved myself a redemption. Yes.
Sean says he wants Mexican pizza now. That looks so good.
It is. Oh man, this is gonna be great. I can't wait. Like I said, this is very, very close to the Mexican pizza that I made when we had our pizzeria years back. All right.
Eli says I sense a new series coming out. OG recreates.
Or the copycat.
Janice says I wonder if fire roasted jalapenos would be good on that pizza.
I bet they would. I bet they would be awesome. I just thought like I said, I like that little bit of tang that you get from the vinegar. All right, so where did I do with my cutting boards right there? Okay, getting myself lost here. In my own kitchen, can you imagine that? Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of give this a little bit of a roll. I'm not gonna juice it, I just wanna cut it into some slices here. Squeeze a little bit of lime juice on your slice as you go.
Eli says he wants to see you recreate KFC's Double Down.
Double Down. That's the one that has the 2 chicken breasts on the sandwich. I forget what else it has on it. If that's, I'll have to look. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't get TV, so we don't see a lot of like commercials for the stuff that's coming out. All right, get a couple of these green onions ready. Good. Yum, yum, yum. Oh man.
Yep, that's
I'm
good.
starting to smell stuff in here. And luckily it isn't Chumley. Alright, let me get the onions cut up. As always, we are glad to take any suggestions. And did Sergeant Dunn put a link in?
No?
No? Okay, well, I'll have to go to his channel then and see if I can find one. Alright. Some green onion on there. Set those aside. And a little bit of cilantro. It's not going to be a whole bunch, just a little bit.
Uncle Food with Dave.
Dave! Hey, good evening, my friend.
Corey's Comedy Channel.
Corey! Hey, Corey! Welcome in, guys. I'm just kind of cutting up the last little toppings I'm going to put on our Mexican pizza. In the oven, we've got some just regular pizza sauce with mozzarella, cheddar, sharp cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, Colby, and real fresh grated Parmesan. Then topped with what we get, chorizo, green chilies, red onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, and it'll be topped off when it comes out of the oven with some red pepper or green onions, jeez, and a little cilantro. And it also has, I'm missing something that's on that pizza. What was it? Boy, I can't remember my name, let alone what's on a pizza.
Corey says, hello, super awesome and amazing. Ask old guy in Colorado. I asked the guy, how long will it take my pizza? How long will my pizza be? He said, it won't be long if it'll be around, sir.
It'll be around. Huh? That's right.
Eli says, yes, 2 pieces of chicken breast, special sauce, cheese, and bacon.
Special sauce. Is there, so I haven't had that sandwich, so is there special sauce like McDonald's Big Mac secret, Big Mac sauce?
He said he thinks it would be good with your barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah, yeah, of course it would. Anything's good with my barbecue sauce.
Steve says his next suggestion would be bacon wrapped asparagus.
Bacon wrapped asparagus, and well, we might have to keep that. Go ahead and write it down. That'd make, if nothing else, a good appetizer for a dinner. And we got asparagus season coming up. Around here, wild asparagus grows, fairly abundantly, so it's not too difficult to go out and pick a nice bag full of asparagus. You just got to catch it at the right time and before other people get there. Yum. This pizza's almost ready here. Take a peek.
Janice said she researched it, and there's quite a number of enchilada recipes that you could use for research.
I bet there is. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I did my Schlotsky's copycat sandwich back, that was back when I first started my channel. Yeah, I looked at several different recipes to, even the bread had some variations that were, so I just kind of went with, what I definitely knew and what most of them, all had the basic ingredients, so I just kind of went with that, So this pizza's going to be ready pretty soon, I hope, and I'm going to drink me a swallow of this here thrashed apple.
Corey said, I cried myself to sleep last night. Somebody stuffed my pillow with onions.
Well, Cletus had a dream that he was laying in bed asleep dreaming, so I guess he had 2 sleeps at the same time.
Nicole Pikachu's here.
Nicole Pikachu, good evening. Welcome. Saturday night, Old Guy's Kitchen. Mexican pizza on the menu tonight. In the oven baking.
You don't get none, John.
Yeah, he's over here whining. He wants a pizza. And I have to admit that sometimes I make them a pizza. I don't use my regular pizza dough, but I make a dough for them using some whole wheat crust, and sometimes I'll make them a peanut butter pizza, sometimes honey and peanut butter, sometimes pumpkin.
Eli says, Tom, the 1 hour meal miracle worker.
Yeah. Well, this was actually a pretty easy one compared to some of them. I got to relax and kind of take my time a little bit.
Lisa says, hey Tom, Wildman wants to know if it's possible to cook peacock like little Trippy Foods did. Or like Trippy Foods did.
Peacock. Well, if I could get Peacock. I probably could, but that would be something that, yeah, around here, I'd have better luck getting yak.
Janice said that she thinks the KFC sauce was more of a mayo mustard type sauce.
Okay. Yeah, I guess what I'll have to do is just get one and
Right.
try it. See, you know, that's what I did with the Wendy's chicken popper chicken sandwich, jalapeno popper chicken sandwich. I ate that, then I did my copycat version, which was really good. It turned out so good. Let me see here.
Corey says, I had a dream last night that I was eating shredded wheat, and when I woke up, there was a hole in my mattress.
Wow.
And Funky Food with Dave said, Tom, our restaurants around here have crappy chefs. Are you available?
Not for cheap. Not for cheap.
Natalie says that she loves shopping on Amazon, so I bought a chicken and an egg, and I'm waiting to see
which one gets
goes
there first.
You should have thought that would be fun.
Still not done. I want that cheese a little more bubbly.
Sean says, there's an idea, Tom. Go buy something from a restaurant like you're saying, and then make your own version of it also and show the difference.
Well, I could do that, but it really wouldn't be fair to the restaurants, and not that I think I'm going to beat them and all that. It's just there's nothing really local that, I mean, it would be 45 minutes, an hour, that whatever food would be just, sitting in a to-go box, without even beginning to touch making something, because we'd have, it's at 45 minutes to the closest big town to us that would have a restaurant to do that from, and then 45 minutes back. I like the idea. I just don't know that I can do it. I can do copycats, like after I try it and I got an idea of what it is, and that's what I did with the Schlotzsky's. I did that with the ghost pepper donut that Duncan did like a year or so ago. I did a copycat version of that. I did the jalapeno chicken popper sandwich. And I'll do more, definitely, absolutely. I like doing that. Well, mostly because it's so far to those fast food places for me that it's just easier to make it at home if I can.
Eli said the guys over at Colt Moo made ice cream using powdered camel milk.
Ice cream using powdered camel milk. Interesting. I never heard of powdered camel milk, but I don't suppose that it doesn't exist. I just, that's the first I've heard of it. I've had goat's cream ice cream, or goat's milk ice cream. That was really good. It was vanilla. Had a delicious flavor.
Sean said that you would beat them no matter what. I'm calling you the Colorado Miracle Man. When it comes to cooking, you are an amazing chef.
Oh, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that, my friend.
Janice said you could do a review of food at the restaurant and then show how you would change it.
And make it better. Yeah, I could do that. In a lot of places, it would just be a matter of actually making it fresh rather than using a packaged or frozen whatever. Like, I hate when I go to a place, say for sausage gravy and biscuits, and it's packaged country gravy that they crumbled up a little bit of their crappy sausage into. It's like, that really irritates me. I mean, country gravy is the easiest gravy in the world. Bechamel for you France guys. Which is basically what that is. Okay.
Nicole Pikachu says she's never heard of camel milk either.
Okay. I could pull that out of the oven.
And Corey wants to know, have you ever heard of dragon's milk?
Dragon's milk? I haven't.
It comes from the cows with short legs.
Very good.
Nicole Pikachu says, is that a real thing, Corey?
There we go. Let you guys get a look at that there. Yummy pizza. I'm going to need to let it sit for a minute anyway before I cut it. But it just smells really good. I still got to get that garnish on it.
Corey said he hit the like button for you.
Well, thank you, Corey. I appreciate that. In fact, I'd really appreciate it if the rest of you would, give me the old thumbs up. It definitely helps.
Yep.
It definitely helps. All right. So I get to.
Steve wants to know what you think of Cracker Barrel.
I've only been to Cracker Barrel like once, maybe twice, so I really don't have any honest opinion of them, really at all. The times I went there, they were okay, but it was pretty simple stuff. I think just a burger or maybe a bowl of soup or something. So
Eli said if you haven't
they're okay.
told Natalie if you haven't checked out the Cult Moo channel, you're in for a treat.
All right.
And Doris says that would be utterly good. So Doris is in the room now.
All right, Doris. Welcome and good evening. We are just about ready to chow down on this Mexican pizza.
Eli says, Tom, you're good at this pizza thing. You should open up a restaurant or something. And Sean said, smash it and share it out.
That's funny, Eli. And I get to say, been there, done that.
Yeah, not doing it again.
Not doing it again. Not that I wouldn't like it. It's just I don't want to put that much work into something anymore. After what happened to me in 2019, my time is too valuable to me to spend it all working or opening a new restaurant. So this is good enough. All right, let's cut this pizza.
Smells really good.
It does. It smells really good. The crust looks really nice. Whoa.
Sean said that he just shared the heck out of this.
Well, thank you, sir. All right. And so every Saturday night, Sean, just so you know, every Saturday night, we cook or I cook something that was suggested by you folks that watch me. So I'm always looking for more suggestions. If something else, I know you came up with an idea, Mrs. Old Guy wrote it down. But if you think something else, put it out there, because you never know where my finger's going to land when I, put it down on that spot to see who comes, what's dishes coming up. So could happen in a couple of weeks, could happen in a couple of months, who knows. All right. Mrs. Old Guy, you are about ready to get a couple slices of pizza here.
Yeah. Sean says, I'll be here. It gave me the notification late on this one, but every Saturday night I'm going to check around 5 o'clock.
Awesome. Yep, that's exactly the right time. 5 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Mountain, I think 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. And get me a slice or two here.
Oh yeah, this looks really good.
It does. It does look really good. I get mine a couple of lime wedges. Now my favorite part of the whole thing, and I get to sit down. Mrs. Old Guy, would you like a bottle of water or
I got
Mountain Dew?
one.
You got one? Okay. Can I get you a napkin?
Sure.
Gotta make sure that I got Mrs. Old Guy
Thank you.
squared away here, guys. All right.
Corey said that he used to be a member of the Secret Cooking Society, but they kicked him out for spilling the beans. Eli says the only thing I don't like about pizza is that I'm too impatient and always destroy the roof of my mouth.
Yep. Gotta give it a second to cool down. Okay, a little bit of lime juice on top of this slice. Here we go.
With that lime on it, it's really good.
Mmm. It just makes me want to wrap my arms around myself and give myself a big hug and say, "Oh, thank you." Mm.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Mm. The crust is golden brown. I don't know if you can see that. Mm. It's got just the right amount of little crisp to it. The dough's really nicely cooked.
Sean asked which one of the doggos is that, but I don't see which one he's talking about. Maybe Chumley.
Mm.
Steve wants to know what is one of the foods you could eat every day.
Well, hang on, I'm going to answer Sean's question first. Sean, if he had a white spot, pretty much all white, but a spot on his back, that's Chumley. The smaller one has more brindle on her. I'm not sure which one you were looking at. Okay, now what was the other one? I'm sorry.
What is one food that you could eat every day?
Bacon. Next question. I could eat bacon every single day, no problem.
Corey says that he would tell you a joke about pizza, but it's way too cheesy. He said Sean said before you sat down there was a dog there.
Probably Chumley.
They're both laying in there, so I don't know.
Hey, Chumley. And here's Polly.
Eli said thank you for another great stream.
I guess she's not gonna come up. Chumley will come here. Come here. Polly, can you move? Okay, he'll come around.
Lisa says, hey, Tim's mom said, where's the sour cream?
You know, that's a good idea. I didn't think about putting sour cream on it. That would be good. Maybe even some black beans too. Okay, was this the one? Is this the culprit that you saw?
Crazy Dad says he's with you, Tom. Bacon every day.
Okay, thank you. You can get down. Now, who asked? Who was it? Sean?
Crazy Dad
Crazy
says
Dad.
he's with you.
No.
Bacon every
Who
day.
asked about who's?
Oh, Sean.
Sean. Yeah. That's my male. That's Chumley. And my female is. She don't want to. She's camera shy. Oh man. Oh. It reminds me, Sean. Your last challenge video with the Taco Bell burritos and the tacos. I got to looking
You know, how much food 2 of those burritos would be, and then to try and eat the 2 tacos on top of it. I don't. I'm not sure that I could get past the 2 burritos. I might try it with a kind of a shorter version. I might try just the 1 burrito and the 2 tacos. I'm not sure I can do both. Does it still count? Counts for half a charge.
He says black beans or refried beans.
I think black beans would be better. I'm not sure how evenly I could distribute refried beans without just smearing them on the bottom of the crust. Somehow that don't sound right. I smeared my crust. Refried beans. That ain't right.
Sean said he loves our dogs.
They're good kids. There'll be lots of puppy videos coming up here in the next, for like at least the next like 10 or 11 weeks. Because we will have them for at least 10 weeks before they can go to their forever homes.
Sean said, yeah, it was rough, bro. If anything, you could always try 3 hard tacos and a Cool Ranch Flamin' Hot Dorito taco, 3 of them as fast as you can.
3 flaming hot tacos. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Cool Ranch
I
Flamin'
can do
Hot.
that. Believe it or not, back in the day, well, there was this all-you-could-eat Mexican place not too far from where we lived when we were in the Denver area. They had really, really good food, and my record there for a single night sitting was 24 tacos, 12 cheese enchiladas, and 3 green chili smothered beef and bean burritos. And believe me, I was one full individual. I had a hard time driving home.
Eli said he smeared my crust once. He smeared his crust once. Antibiotics cleared it up.
Yeah. That sounds like something you need a doctor for.
And Sean said that he loved the last puppy videos, and puppies were so beautiful.
Thank you. And I'm sure her next litter here are going to be just as beautiful.
I'm sure.
Really anxious to see what their markings are going to be like. You know, it's always they're always a little bit different. The one thing that I'm hoping not to have this time for her or for her puppy is one that was born deaf. There was one in her last litter that was born deaf, and I guess it's kind of a roll of the genetic dice on dogs that have blue eyes in their genes, or if their head or body is predominantly white, at least from what I've been able to read. So it's just a roll of the dice. Most of them are okay, but every now and then, you know, like we had happen. But luckily, the people that he went to were perfectly happy to teach him sign language, and they got him a couple other pups to grow up with, and so he's going to do great.
Corey says, I love the cactus pizza because you can eat it and pick your teeth at the same time. And Sean said, dang, I bet you were full. I wouldn't be able to walk after that.
Well, I really wasn't. That's why I'm glad I was driving, but like I said, I could hardly drive. I was full up to here. It was so good though.
John says, Tom and Mrs. Old Guy, love you guys, everyone here.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you very much, John.
Eli said, Polly's Pups Volume 2.
Polly's Pups. Round 2, litter 2. I've been catching up on some of the Star Wars stuff. I don't know how many of you guys out there are any Star Wars kind of fans, but watching the Mandalorian was pretty cool, and the book of Boba Fett, that was the cool one. I don't know if there are any of you others, or have seen Loki. Loki was okay. I was disappointed that it's only one season so far. All right, I'm going to get into this last slice of pizza. And if any of you fine folks have any last thoughts or comments or whatever, please do. I'm going to probably get ready to call it an evening.
Steve said,
So-
cheers. Sean says that he
Man.
loves the series on Disney right now. I'm watching the new West Side. Oh, the new West Side Story. Yes, I know West Side Story, but I'm watching the new one.
Yeah, cool. I know that there's one out there, and I've seen the I think it's on Disney Plus. So I'll probably watch it too, just because I remember. I'm old enough to remember the first West Side Story. So it's not one of my most favorite movies or anything, but I would like to see the remake. So I liked some of the music.
Natalie says she hasn't seen not one Star Wars
Okay,
movie.
hey, that's okay. Really, that's okay. There's a lot of things that I didn't see either, so it makes us even.
John says, how about cooking oysters?
Oysters? Well, see, now that would be a thing up to Mrs. Old Guy, whether or not she would want oysters for dinner. Like, if I had my preference, I would just make it like a nice thick chowder kind of oyster stew. But I'm not sure that Mrs. Old Guy would want. She's not a big seafood fan. Let's put it that way. Fish is a different story. Like fish and chips or something like that, she'd probably do.
Sean said what he's watching is pretty good so far. He's not gonna lie.
Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I appreciate you coming in and seeing me tonight. Corey, thanks for coming in and brightening up the mood with some nice pizza jokes. It's really cool. I appreciate that a lot. In fact, I appreciate everybody coming in and seeing me. Next week was Steve Russell's request of the buffalo chicken wing dip. And the following week will be Tim's mom, Lisa, and her request for meatloaf. So, until then, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Go out and help a neighbor. If it snows in your area and you got an elderly person on your block, hey, go shovel their walk for them, right? Shovel their driveway. Do something nice for somebody somewhere, all right? Give a little bit of your time back. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'm going to see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.